I got static in my city. Who fucking with me? Pull up with this 30 and this chopper hold a 50. Man, I heard.
I'm just making sure the angles is right because I'm trying to get the videos right for y'all. Okay, hello everybody, I'm back. Don't mind my nails because I know it's always a tragic with my nails. And don't mind the little pimple on my forehead because my monthly is coming. But I'm back and I got my Pop Smoke braids. And it makes my hair look really funny, but it's fine because it also makes me look really, really pretty. Anyways, guys, today we're going to be cooking with Mela. And I have a new meal that I like because y'all know I like mashed potatoes. And before I used to make my mashed potatoes with the box mash. And I started to really hate the mashed potatoes. And I really wanted to taste the mashed potatoes from scratch. So I tried it and I make it all the time now. And I love it. And I also tried asparagus. Because I see everybody like always posting asparagus nowadays, like it's good. And I really love vegetables. So I was like, I'm gonna try this asparagus thing. I think my sister made it and then I ate it from my sister. And then from there I was in love with it, so. Yeah, that's what I'm making. So I got the meal for you guys today, okay? What I'm gonna be making is asparagus, mashed potatoes, and salmon. Now I haven't did a cooking video in so long. The last time I did a cooking video, I can't even remember. So yeah, I'm excited and I'm excited to show you guys my new cooking skills because I learned how to make a new meal every month. And I have way other things I want to show you guys how to make. But for now, this is like the main thing I want y'all to try because this is my favorite thing to make. Oof, it's just so good. And if you're like a mashed person with the salmon and like, you know, vegetables, this meal's gonna be for you 100%. 100% guaranteed. To get started with the video, I just want to jump in to my last video that I posted because a lot of y'all have to be slow. Like, not calling y'all slow, but y'all have to be slow because why are y'all commenting in the video talking about, girl, are you dumb? He lives with her. Why is he living with her? I said she lives with him. She lived with him. Do you understand that? I said she lives with him. Do you understand? He don't live with her. Are you retarded? You think I'm gonna talk to a nigga who live with the girl? It's like you can just leave and you can come live with me. Hello. But yeah, that's the situation. Y'all just slow. I'm gonna give y'all an update on that soon. I'm not even gonna talk all about that right now, but I am gonna give y'all an update on it. We are still together and the bitch is moving out, just to let y'all know. She'd be gone. Besides that, that's not what we're talking about. I just really wanted to address that because y'all like, oh, this and that. They write me in the DM. No, come on. Come on, okay? Now, so we're about to start. I got my asparagus, my potatoes, and I got my salmon. I'm gonna show you guys which I use exactly. So these potatoes that I have here are the Eastern potatoes, and for some reason I always just get these. I tried these the first time, so now I only make these. I don't know about the other potatoes, they probably do come out the same, but I like these. So right here I got these Eastern potatoes that I got from ShopRite. I got my little pack of asparagus right here, and then I got my salmon that comes like this in the pack. I know my nails are really, really busted, but my hands are clean, I promise. So first, I want to start with the mashed potatoes first because the mashed potatoes is what takes the longest to cook. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm about to start the mashed potatoes. I'm going to show you guys how to start that. So I don't have my potato scraper. I forgot to get it and I went to ShopRite today and I still forgot to get it. But I do have these cute knives that I bought. So I'm just going to use one of these knives from here to peel my potatoes until I get my potato scraper. But these knives are so cute and I got it from Amazon. I'm going to give you guys a full house tour soon. I got my little things over here, my salt, my sugar. I gotta fill this up over here with a little bit more things. But I got these things on Amazon. I'm gonna show you guys soon. We're not doing a house tour today. We're gonna do it soon. We're gonna do it soon. First, so I have my pot filled up here with water. I don't have the water turned on yet, but I'm about to turn it on so the water can get hot while I'm cleaning these potatoes and peeling them. So it's just me and my man eating, so I'm just gonna make a few potatoes, enough for just us two. Okay, so right now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potatoes right now. That should be enough for 2 people. And I'm gonna wash my potatoes off now and then I'm gonna cut them up. My tripod is not long enough, but I still got a new tripod, but it's still not long enough. There's always something wrong. Okay, so now that I clean my potatoes, I'm gonna cut them. What I like to do is I cut this end first and this end. So I cut the ends first. And this knife is really, really good. It's mad sharp, it works perfect. Okay, once I cut those tips off, then I start cutting it like this. I really want y'all to see how I cut it, but this camera's retarded. Okay, so this is how I cut it without having a peeler. And don't be looking at my video judging like, oh my God, why you cutting like that? Because y'all be acting like y'all don't hear what I say. I don't have a potato peeler, so I have to do it that way. And I'm not a professional, so don't judge. Okay, besides that, I put my potatoes back in this bowl and put water in it because I washed them off again after I peel it. So y'all better do the same thing. Now, I'm gonna take my potatoes out. If you want, you can put the potatoes in like this, but to be honest, for me, it cooks faster when I cut them up into little pieces. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to just cut the potatoes up into little pieces. Okay, so my potatoes are in. I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of butter because once I drain it, I'm gonna put more salt and more butter. But for now, we just put a little bit. Let these cook for a half hour. Okay, my people, so my camera kept dying, so I had to charge it for a few, but let me show y'all my potatoes. My potatoes are here getting done. Now I'm about to start the salmon. Okay guys, so I have my salmon here in this bowl right here, this glass bowl right here. I'm gonna add a little bit of water and I'm gonna add some of this lemon juice so that I can clean it for now. So I'm just gonna put this lemon juice for now and I'm gonna let it sit there so that I can clean it. And then I will be back to cut it and season it. Also gonna cut a regular lemon and just put it there too. And just throw it on top to make sure it's extra clean. I don't have a lemon squeezer, so just got my little bony hands. I'm gonna let that sit like that for now. So as you can see, my potatoes are done. I'm about to drain them. Okay, so I just drained the potatoes and I'm gonna sit there and let them steam. So when I do put everything together, I make sure it's nice and smooth when I mash it and it's no lumps, no nothing, because I don't like those potato lumps in it. I like it real mashed. In the meantime, let's get started on this asparagus. So I'm gonna take these rubber bands off and let me see how many I'm gonna get. I'm gonna eat like 4 of them. My boyfriend probably like 1, 2, 3. He don't like it, but I just still put it in his plate because it looks cute. So I'm gonna wash the asparagus off now with some water. I'm just gonna clean it with some water. My grandmother's calling me. So I'm gonna wash my asparagus. So now that I rinsed my asparagus off with water, put this a little close for y'all. I'm just gonna cut the tips. I'm not gonna cut a lot, just gonna cut a little bit, literally like this much. I cut the tips to all of them. Now they're nice and cut, see? Okay, so you can use butter, you can use vegetable oil, the actual bottle, or you can use this spray pan one. So I use this, and I just spray it on the pan. Use a good amount. Then I take my asparagus and I place them on the pan. So now I'm on my nails, y'all. I'm getting it done on Thursday. Okay, now that I have those there, I'm gonna get my seasonings. I'm gonna show you what I use. To be honest, y'all can put whatever y'all wanna use, but I'm gonna show y'all what I use. Normally, you can put salt and pepper, but y'all know I be ODing. So I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic powder, because I just like a lot of taste. A little bit of garlic powder. Spanish bitches always gotta use adobo for everything. So I'm gonna put a little bit of adobo. Some onion powder. And some salt. This is high cholesterol right here. Okay, I'm just gonna rub it around like this so that the seasoning can get on it a little bit or whatever. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this in the oven, and I'm gonna leave this in the oven for about 20 minutes. It gets done fast. Y'all don't gotta leave it for mad long. I think even 15 minutes. Yeah, about 10-15 minutes. 20 is too long. Yep. Got this. I'm gonna put this in the oven. Alright, so I have my asparagus in the oven. I'm gonna turn the oven on now. I'm gonna put it on 350, and I'm gonna leave it there for 10 minutes exact. Now I have my mashed potatoes here. My mashed potatoes is done. My camera kept dying, so I had to really let it charge, to be honest. But I'm gonna walk you through the steps on how I did my mash. Like I said, after I drained it, I let it sit there for a while so it can steam. So when I do put like my spoon and my butter and a little bit of milk, it'll just mash up really soft. So I put like a tiny half of cup of milk, and then I put a lot of butter, and then I mash it to see if it's looking thick or it's looking perfect. If I need more milk, I put a little bit more milk, but I really just put a lot of butter. The butters would make it come together. Don't put too much milk. Don't drown it with milk. So you just put 1/2 a cup of milk, and then you just stir it. You put your butter. If it looks good, then you're good. If not, you put a tiny bit more milk and then a lot of butter. You stir it together. Put your salt. I put a little bit of adobo in it because I put adobo in everything. Put some parsley leaves and another little chunk of butter on it on the top just to give it more flavor. So I have my salmon here laid out, and I have my seasonings that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the same seasonings that I used on my asparagus because I don't want to give it too many different flavors and mix flavors up. So I put adobo, onion powder, garlic powder, and I just add complete sazon because this just gives it a lot of extra flavor. So I have my salmon here laid out, and I'm about to cut it. So I'm on my TV in the back. So the salmon is really, really, really gentle. Crap. Okay. Here we go. So the salmon is really gentle, so you want to be very delicate with it because if not, it'll rip, it'll become a mess. So I'm going to stop it like right here. This should be enough for 2. So it cuts through easy at the top, but the bottom, the skin is really thick, so we have to work at the bottom of the skin now. If you have a good knife, it'll cut through. Okay, great. Now you see, it's nice and sliced. I'm gonna put this part away because I'm gonna use this for another time. So now we have the salmon. It's nice and cut, and now I like to use a lot of this. This gives it mad flavor. It's just mad flavors in one. I just be taking my salmon and like rubbing the sides so the seasoning can get on the sides. Just like it very seasoned. I'm just gonna poke tiny holes in the salmon. You don't wanna do like too many holes, but just to make sure on these thick parts right here that it cooks in the inside. Okay. So this is nice and seasoned. Just gonna take a little bit of parsley leaves, throw that on top. Okay. I have my pan here with the butter inside. You gotta put a lot of butter, let it heat up, and then once the butter is like in there sizzling, frying, then you put your salmon in. So I'm gonna give it about 2 minutes. Okay, so salmon gets done really fast. I really don't know the exact time. You can Google it, but I just cook it until it looks done. And I put it in now because the butter, as you can see, is sizzling. So once you put it in, it cooks pretty fast. You'll see the difference because it'll turn pink. Just trying my mashed potatoes. They came out so good. Wow. I really recommend y'all to put a little bit of adobo in it because that really gives it some fire flavor. But right now, this is getting done. And the asparagus. Ooh. Ooh, hold on. Okay. As you can see, it's sizzling itself. So it's now ready and it's time for me to take it out. The thing about salmon is you have to keep adding butter. So once you see the butter going away, you have to add more. So I'm gonna let it cook on this side for about like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it and let it cook on the other side. So usually I cut it when I season it, but to be honest, I'm smacked and I forgot that I'm making it for me and my boo. So I just now cut it in half while it's in the pan. Don't do that though. But anyways, I like to move it around like this so I can make sure the sides is cooking, everything is cooking. Like I said, you just gotta keep adding butter. Every time you see the butter disappear, you just gotta add more. And this is how it's looking so far, so it's cooking. I did just poke more light holes in it, just to make sure it's cooking. I'm about to flip it back around. Back on this side. I like to season it a teeny tiny bit more while it's in the pan because y'all know salmon loses its flavor and it has a really fishy flavor to it, so I just like to make sure it has a lot of flavor. All done. Now we're just gonna get this lemon. We're just gonna get this lemon real quick, and I'm gonna squeeze it across to give it some more lemon flavor. Okay. So I can never be great. My camera kept dying. I wanted to show you how sexy I look setting plates up, but my food is done. Here's my masterpiece. And I hope I explained it to you guys good enough for y'all to follow the instructions right, because I'm not no chef. So I hope I just gave y'all the good instructions and like in a way y'all can understand so y'all can make it and it can come out right for y'all. But besides that, I'm done and I'm about to eat. I'm done. My camera is currently still dead, still dying. So I'm out, guys. I'm gonna eat, take a shower, and then wait for my nigga. Good night. So y'all already know just how y'all made my baked ziti, the Big Mac, everything else I teach y'all. Once y'all learn how to make this meal and you completed it, send me a picture of it so I can post it. Okay guys, I'm out. Good night. Some of my nails.